Hey everyone! Welcome back to the Team Garbage Fire podcast. I'm Corey.
Yes, you are. I am Thrashing Wumpus.
I'm the person that decides to.
You are
sometimes.
Beanie Bear.
I'm Beanie Bear, I guess.
Apparently. And, yeah, we're here today. We're going to talk some Magic stuff. Mostly modern.
I don't know.
Mostly new releases.
I thought we talked about some Witcher for a little while.
Oh, I could do that for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah, I could get in behind that conversation.
But,
don't wanna join
Borderlands
us.
3, too. That's what I've been at. Oh, and how I cannot understand the rules to Scythe, even though I understand the most complicated card game in all of humanity. But the rules to Scythe... Just dunk.
Abuse.
You wish.
But the rules to Scythe baffle me.
So, we do boring stuff at the beginning of the episode usually.
Yeah.
Make fun
Yeah.
of each other mostly.
Yep. Yeah.
We have a Facebook group. Come and join us if you dare to. No one's done it lately, so whatever.
So fucking do it.
What else?
Don't tell them how to live their lives, Aaron.
We're on Instagram and Twitter at Team Garbage Fire. We post there occasionally.
We are also on Google Play,
YouTube.
Stitcher, Apple Podcasts,
iTunes,
yeah.
and let us not forget that we have the lovely Clever Tree Productions here with us.
We do.
This fine evening.
I was gonna say that after I said that. Hey, we've got a website. If you have any questions, you can email us at
Fuck
gmail.
the website.
Yeah, I need to redo it. I think that's just we're gonna hit like episode 100, and you guys are gonna be looking at me and I'm like, yeah, I gotta redo it.
I mean, I'm the one who told you I was going to do it, and then kind of dropped it. So I got like.
I'll just upload JPEGs of myself in cosplay.
Okay, that's a website,
I'm down.
and each link will bring you to like a new deck
Our
list.
name is Team Garbage Fire.
I mean, we should probably just like film a garbage fire and just have it like as a loop, and that's just our website.
Oh, I had an idea that I need to talk to you when we're not being watched by the NSA.
I have two like Amazon Alexas in the house. We're always being watched by the NSA.
That's why we
Well,
go
I
outside
wouldn't
and
necessarily
fuck
say
with
we're
it.
Wait, hold on.
watched.
Oh, and wait. All of us have iPhones.
See, I wouldn't say we're being watched by them though. We're being listened to.
Monitored, maybe.
Nah, yeah.
Observed.
Our content is questionable.
Oh yeah.
We're questionable human beings. Well, me most of all, but you guys are catching up.
I mean,
Hey, I'm a good boy.
Oh, fuck you! You are.
So what else? Yeah, we've got that website, teamgarbagefire@gmail with any questions.
Has anyone ever asked you a question?
You just did.
I'm gonna start sending emails from.
Yeah,
spam
I'm gonna be
emails.
like, does Corey wear boxers or briefs?
Surprise. Neither. Nothing.
Commando.
Bullshit.
Yeah, you're right.
No, I know you. You wear boxer briefs.
Bing, bing, bing.
I've seen this man in his underwear more times than I'd like to admit, because we were roommates for a very long time.
And he'll admit to a lot.
Yeah. I know who killed MLK.
Yeah, it was the cigarette smoking man.
Fuck you and your outdated X-Files references.
That's all I have left to cling to in this world.
Just teeth and toenails on the X-Files.
Have we got anything else that we shout out? Because I want to get to... I can't think of anything else, so it must be Clever Tree Productions who are here with us today.
I already fucking did that, dude.
I know, but we also have to go through the whole thing. Get a hold of them if you need video or photo.
If anyone was wondering, Corey has OCD.
CDO.
That just means
CleverTreeProd.com.
it's bullshit.
No, that means he needed to put it in the correct alphabetical order.
Which only people who bullshit about OCD say that.
I don't have actual OCD.
Exactly.
I know. Sorry to everyone who actually does.
He doesn't have diagnosed OCD.
1, 2, 3.
All right, moving on.
Okay, so as far as Magic news goes, pretty much everything I've seen has just been Arena bullcrap, and
Yeah, which is it's in full release now.
Well, they're just pushing it.
Yeah.
They're blotting out
Well, 'cause
everything else.
Esports is so big now, and it's so easy to watch it from home. That's why. Today, or this
Why do I
weekend-
want to watch other people play fucking video games?
Well,
It's
why
something
do.
I've never understood.
Okay,
I love
so-
to.
I
This
do when I'm
weekend-
like, oh, I can't figure out where this one little gem I need to unlock this door is in this fucking
this
game.
weekend
But
is
beyond that,
Twitch
fuck that
Rivals.
shit.
Twitch Rivals is going on this weekend. They're doing
The
tournaments.
fuck is Twitch Rivals?
So do you know what
Let him
Twitch is?
explain.
Do you know what Twitch is? The stream-
Yes.
Okay. So it's something that Twitch
I may be a
hosts.
troglodyte, but
It's something that Twitch hosts, which
Yeah.
has a bunch of big Twitch streamers facing off against each other in the games they're good at. So, yesterday was Fortnite, today is League of Legends, and tomorrow is Apex Legends.
I give a fuck all about any of those games.
Okay, well, today, the League of Legends tournaments, they had, I think 4 or 3, and the grand prize for it is $20,000.
I mean,
Esports has been rising so much lately.
Yeah, it
that
is.
People watch it, and it's worth money. And so that's why I think that Magic is promoting Arena so much, is because I
guess
esports is such an upcoming thing.
I
that's
understand
worth
the
money for.
concept. Like, okay, I'm gonna watch this game with some of the world's best players because I do the exact same
Yep.
thing watching Magic and learn how to get a little bit better. But there's a difference between knowing when to crack a fetch and how fast to click a fucking button.
Well, there's also, as much as I can't stand games like League of Legends because I played it back when it was Dota on Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
See,
'Cause I'm old.
I play League way too much.
And-
You guys don't understand. I'm the tabletop gamer.
I'm the bridge.
He's the bridge.
I'm the heavy
heavy
computer gamer.
Yeah, and that's why we make a good threesome.
If I had a nickel. Anywho, but
stick it
from
up your
from
ass.
from what I've understood,
Okay, so from what you understood,
they are. You can trade in because you can get a wild card in a pack,
Okay.
and you can trade in the wild cards for. They are starting to put cards from Modern into Arena, so you trade in your wild card for an older Modern card. Let's just say a Bob.
because
just as
Arena
an
It was
example.
funny because I thought Bob when you were
Yeah.
trade in for an older card, and I was like, I'd get a
Arena-
Bob.
Yep.
Arena only has up to or back to 7 sets, I think.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah,
was.
it was,
It was
Kaladesh.
no, wasn't it? I thought it was Ixalan.
It was because it was Return of Ixalan that they put on there.
Okay.
The Rivals of Ixalan. Because it went Ixalan, Rivals of Ixalan. We haven't returned there yet. We've only been there once.
Then it might just be Ixalan.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it was Ixalan and Rivals were the first
Yeah.
two on there because I just remember everyone talking about the dragon, the dinosaur deck, the dinosaur deck, the
Yeah.
dinosaur deck.
Yeah. So I think if
That was it.
if they can make it a
Cool.
little easier to get Modern onto there, I'd be interested.
See, I think they should just start. It is a little hard to do, super quickly, but I think they should.
I don't have a computer.
Start releasing packs like they do in store of modern playable packs.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is Horizons isn't on there yet either.
Yeah.
Which,
Really?
Yep.
Now, see, I think they would make that push if they were going to start introducing modern viable cards.
See,
But-
their whole format though is
Standard.
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 Well, yeah, but it's not even standard. It's quasi-standard.
Oh no, they have essentially two formats on there. One of them is almost like Frontier,
Okay.
which I'm glad that never caught on. But it's everything that has been released. So from Ixalan up.
Yeah, but they're training a new generation to play that format, so
Yes.
it's gonna catch on.
But no, like the real ranked events are standard, like standard, not everything that you have access to.
And the other big thing that they've been pushing on it are drafts.
Yeah,
well, I mean, draft is the best way to build a standard deck.
Yeah.
It's been that way since the draft format became the draft format.
and I know we draft like we'll be like, okay, everyone, let's throw in $20, let's get a box, and we draft at the kitchen table.
Yeah.
The thing with arena draft is it's bots. It's not 7 other people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
what it
draft
is-
against bots.
What it does. Okay, so hold
Yeah.
on, Heath. What it does is it gives you a pack to open. You click on one, like you choose a card from it, and then it'll give you a
That's
new
how
pack
draft works.
with one less card. And you keep going through that, and it just gets rid of one card each time.
That's how drafts work.
Yep,
Right, but-
except for the
so-
bots pick them.
So it's technically I wouldn't say a bot's picking them. I'd say they're just kind
No,
of.
it is an actual bot.
It is?
I know we listen to limited resources
So
every once
so
in
it's
a while.
not like if you can't fill up a queue, they'll throw a bot in there.
No,
Right.
it's just you draft against bots.
draft-
draft.
That's
So it's bots that you draft against, and then you just play against a bunch of other people who have drafted the same way as well.
Yeah. So the bots,
And you get like 3. I think if you lose 3 times, you're
you're out.
out.
But as I was saying,
so
like,
you draft against bots and then play against people?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not how a fucking draft works, guys.
So as far as the bots go, though, Heath and I know I know you occasionally listen to limited resources.
Yeah, not as much as I should. I've been listening to a lot of MTG Goldfish.
So one of the original co-host of it, Ryan Spain, got a job working at Wizards, and one of the things he worked on there was the draft bots.
Okay.
Kind of like tweaking the AI, but it's also, you've got to you have to balance how much time and resources you want to put into, dealing with the AI, or just getting it to where it is good enough. Because you could, I mean,
It's a mostly
No,
random pick.
you're not going to move forward drafting against bots.
no, you're not. No.
Because I can guarantee you that writing the algorithm for those bots to hate draft the shit out of you is
See, that's the thing.
almost
When-
untouchable
when
with
I
Wizards.
When I did, when I
Payroll.
played a couple, because I played a couple of the drafts when Arena was kind of in its early stages,
yeah.
and I wasn't getting hate drafted. It was a pretty
That's what
equal-
I'm saying, but that is something that someone will come at you with
Yeah.
So,
in an honest to God draft.
Like, I'll-
especially if you're in a top 8 table.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? I like Arena less the more I learn about it, and I've never touched
But-
the goddamn thing.
no,
I
you
think-
played one game.
No, I watched you play one game and
I
told you
think
what you
that-
do.
I think that what's going to happen, or what could happen, is when they go to do tournaments and stuff, like for real prize money and shit.
They'll go to Magic or Moto.
Well, they'll actually.
Oh,
make
you
draft
mean
against people.
the tested and proven system that they already had to play Magic online instead of this random thing with the flashy sparkles and the.
See, we should just go back to cockatrice.
Yeah, we could do that.
Or we could play Paper Magic.
Yeah, but
I do like Paper Magic.
But I couldn't be here last 2 weeks.
That is nobody's fault but your own.
Well, yeah, that is true.
I
But
know it's
still-
true.
I
I
still
just
couldn't be
that's,
here, and maybe
Why I said it
wanted
like
to
a
play game of
fact.
Magic. Maybe I want to play a game of Magic.
well then, call me up. I'm usually awake between the hours of 10 and 7.
FaceTime.
That's not a bad idea.
That is not.
We could Skype games of Magic.
But he would be seeing all the cards, so I wouldn't be able to hide shit from him.
Why would he be seeing all the cards? You set the camera up.
I don't have the cards in my house.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
You know how often I take home decks to Goldfish?
Well, I don't do that.
That's you. That's what you sound like. I love you, Aaron.
I know.
Oh my word. So at some point here, I think in the second half, we are going to we've looked through with our expert eyes.
I've just chosen a tribe.
We've looked through with our expert eyes at
I've chosen what I don't want to play against.
We have looked through with our expert eyes.
and found,
Interruption.
and found that there might be some cards that we would like to play in Modern, maybe? Question mark?
Question mark. I mean,
I know you have a rant coming.
See, mine that I want.
Almost like
the ones
when
I
do I
chose-
not have a rant coming?
The ones I chose were ones that I think will do really good in Modern.
And welcome back to the second half of the Team Garbage Fire podcast. I think we want to talk about Eldraine.
I think we want to remind people to like, subscribe, and
Comment below.
comment below.
Hit the little bell so that way you get a notification.
And there you go.
And that's all we're going to push with that. Oh, also tell a friend, maybe.
No, keep
No,
it a secret.
tell someone you don't like. That's even better.
Yeah, no, that works. That
Tell
works.
someone you don't like about this podcast.
You rage quit a game and be like, you should listen to the Team Garbage Fire podcast.
I think that's fantastic.
That works for me.
So, who wants to go first?
I'll start.
Okay.
I don't start much.
That's right.
Fuck off. So, the first card I chose I chose this one mainly because of the kind of decks I play.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Hushbringer, which is 1 and a white. It is a creature fairy, which, meh.
It's a white fairy.
When we
It's a
get
white
to
fairy.
me,
Yeah.
we'll talk all
or
about
should,
it.
should
Uh,
Aaron and I do our 3 cards first, and then you just do all
Yeah,
your
yeah.
3?
Yeah, okay. That
Okay,
works.
So-
we'll go back and forth.
So, it's a 1/2. It has flying and lifelink. And so for 2 flying and lifelink, I already think that's pretty worth it.
Mhm.
But it's creatures entering the battlefield or dying don't cause abilities to trigger.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good, especially it's it's not a human, which is primarily where
That.
Yeah.
that is, but it's in the right colors.
I think it's
But
gonna-
fairies aren't fucking.
You will have your minute. You will have a whole rant
I think
after we're
it's-
done.
I think it's gonna, like, just almost that card alone
I-
would destroy zombies.
I think that it is going to be a fantastic, at minimum, sideboard card.
Yeah, I think it would be an amazing sideboard because it doesn't necessarily have a great
It's,
effect.
it's great
on
for
all.
Soul Sisters.
It is, well,
Great against Soul Sisters.
it's not. Real, I wouldn't say it's great
on
for
either
Soul
way,
Sisters.
on either way.
because, I mean, it could be, but like,
Well, Soul
with-
Sisters doesn't have flying.
But
right?
but with the ETB, because you need, when a creature enters the battlefield, that's a trigger. That's an enters the battlefield
and
trigger.
Yeah.
that card
So
completely
it shuts
counters
off.
that.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think it'll be good for, like Soul Sisters, like my life gain deck.
I think it's a
my Buffy tokens deck.
I think it's a great
It's a great
sideboard
counter
answer.
for it. Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah.
great sideboard.
Yeah, I could see
And
that.
it can that one card can completely shut down certain decks like zombies. Even
Yep.
Yeah. No, I
No, I don't disagree.
and the art on it
it is.
is interesting.
Yeah, it's
It's something.
Throw
all right.
throw up a picture on the
on
the video.
No.
Yeah, Corey, throw up a picture. Just
So I actually picked a white card as my first card.
Your
Weird
white card.
inflection.
I'm finally rubbing off on them. I mean, I have.
Please don't.
Lyndon, the Steadfast Queen. White for a 3/3 with
You were
vigilance.
asleep.
Whenever a white creature you control attacks, you gain 1 life. I was actually thinking about that for Soul Sisters.
That would
Because-
also be good in my Buffy tokens deck.
It sure would, because whenever you attack with a white creature,
See,
gain a life, put a token on, put a +1/+1 counter on a Ajani's Pride Mate.
Right. Do you think it would
Multiple
be
triggers.
Do you think it would be better for my Buffy tokens or Soul Sisters? Because with Soul Sisters, I don't think there's as many creatures out.
Oh no, that deck is 90% creatures.
Well, no, I know, but Nate and I were playing against each other, like Soul Sisters versus Buffy tokens. I had like 3 times as many creatures as him.
Yep. Could have also been a bad
So the
draw.
mental ward version of a game of Magic cards?
The what? I'm sorry.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nope.
I seriously didn't hear you.
But a 3/3 for
I said the mental ward version of it.
but it's a 3/3 for 3 vigilance.
Yeah, but it's white.
Oh yeah, in Soul Sisters, that's
So
gonna
yeah,
be real.
Soul
Yeah, it would be,
Sisters
yeah,
in
is the
Soul
only
Sisters.
place it's.
Yeah. Also, what was we played earlier,
Mhm.
and what was the one issue you were having in your deck?
I wasn't actually drawing any white.
Mm-hmm.
In the 2 games I lost, I had, I think the first one I had 2 white by turn like 9, and the
Needs
second
more
one
fetch
was like,
lands.
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
The second one I lost was by like turn 15 or whatever. Like it was a long game because we
Yeah.
both kept stalling out. But
Yeah.
I had 1 white mana.
Yeah.
I just kept getting mana screwed.
Yeah. I mean, that's the realities of playing Magic.
Yeah. So my next card is the Cauldron of Eternity. It is super
Okay, this
expensive at 10 black.
12 mana total, 2 of which
But-
is black.
So it's a legendary artifact. This spell costs 2 colorless less to cast for each creature card in your graveyard. So a creature heavy deck, it'd be good in.
Or a mill heavy deck.
Yep. Whenever a creature you control dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library.
That's the clause that I don't like so much about this. Whenever a creature you control dies, you don't bin it. It goes on the bottom of your library.
See,
Continue.
I think it's good against mill decks, but mill decks aren't really much of a thing right now.
I mean, the closest you have is like dredge.
Mill decks will never be a thing.
But here is what I like about it, which is 2 and a black and tap it, pay 2 life, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only time you could activate a sorcery.
Well, I mean, with the expensive mana cost, there is a chance that if you had some sort of engine, you could get like a Grizzlebrand.
So you
See,
need.
I think that would be good in a zombie deck as well.
Yeah, but no, you want your zombies in the yard. You don't want them on the bottom of your deck.
Right, but if
so you'd have to.
it wouldn't be an early game, it'd be more of a mid-game card where you already have like
Well,
10 to
it would
20
have to be a
cards in your deck.
mid-game card unless you were running like some sort of broken mono black Tron.
Well, think about Mono Black Tron, but think about how the Hogak decks played out with Bridge from
Yeah.
Below, and they were just like, okay, turn what was it, 1 or 2 Stitcher's Supplier, and it's like mill the top 3 or 4 cards. Man, I should really look these things up before they come out of my mouth, but and that was how they would start the engine going, was to get stuff into the graveyard.
Yeah, and that could work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
with that card. Well, I just think it's a little overpriced, personally.
I do too, but I mean, if you plan it as more of like turn 6, turn 7, if it's a slightly longer game, like it's not any type of win condition at all. But if the game draws out to a longer thing,
it's
and you already
an
have-
engine.
Yeah,
is what it is.
You already have like 5 creatures in your graveyard. That makes it a black.
I'm thinking Mardu Aristocrats though for that.
No, because aristocrats would be quicker.
As like a one of as a late game engine in case the game goes long.
See,
You might not be wrong. It's worth trying.
I
So-
don't think that it's a staple card by any means.
Right.
But I think it would be
But-
good for if the game drags on.
What is the one thing that we know about Modern and cards with cost reduction?
They get broken?
They get broken as hell. I mean, I'm actually not going to talk about.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're just an asshole.
Thank you. I needed that.
But okay, so 5 creatures in the graveyard. It becomes a black.
Yeah, but when all right, so you,
And you can
when
use
said it
your
was
dark
6?
ritual to cast it.
Yes.
I'm going home.
You are home.
Welcome home, honey.
All right, go on, gentlemen. I have a conspiracy
Your next
corner
card. Your next
that
card.
ends in a rant.
My next card is Grumgully the Generous. 1 red green.
Red, green.
I actually kind of like this card.
4
Gruul, you mean? 1 Gruul.
1 Gruul, but it's not hybrid. If it was hybrid, I'd say 1 Gruul. So, legendary creature, Goblin Shaman. Each other non-human creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. So, if it was not to enter with a +1/+1 counter,
It's a hate card against humans.
or if it was to enter...
It's a hate card against humans.
I was just trying to explain the rules context. He's the 3/3 as well, so 3/3 for 3. Man, that seems to be my bread and butter. So, let's think about this. Let's say Johnny's Pride Mate.
Yep.
No, that
Corey
doesn't
is a
work.
bear
No,
+1.
I don't. It's not saying that
So if-
humans don't get the 1/1 counter. It's just saying everything but humans.
So anything you're playing that's not humans, when it comes into play, it gets a +1/+1 counter.
Yes.
If it was to come into play with 3 +1/+1 counters, it gets 4 instead.
Oh yes,
That's the rules behind it.
But it would not with an additional 1/1 counter on it. So if it doesn't come in with a counter, it does not come in with a counter at all.
No, it does.
Okay.
If it's a non-human and it comes into play, it gets a +1/+1 counter.
So that would be good if you had like Hardened Scales or Doubling Season in a non-human deck.
Which maybe your tokens might want to think about
But it doesn't run red.
switching out of white.
Possibly, but all
It's
of the
uncommon too.
Yeah, I know. But my only problem with that
because Hardened Scales
is the only problem I have with that is because white is what draws all my tokens.
Green has a lot of token generators, and they've
But-
been pushing with M20. They've been pushing the whole elemental theme.
Right. But the way I have it built right now, I would have to completely revamp my green in it.
I still have Is It Phoenix built.
I know. I would just have to revamp, which I may.
Why
do,
don't you
but-
guys? No.
Okay, so
no one wants
we'll
to hear
go on
what
to
I
my
have
last
say.
card.
Did you have any thoughts about Grumgully?
I said that I thought it was a pretty decent hate card.
And I do like the flavor text. Doesn't matter what it is, take it and be grateful. And your card.
So my last card is Seer Farin the Hedgehammer. It is a green
I'm
legend.
glad you appreciate me.
It is a green legendary creature, human knight. It's a 2/2.
It doesn't enter with a +1/+1 counter from this guy though.
No. So whenever he
heard
attacks,
Heard
whenever
what?
he attacks,
Your eye roll.
another target
look at me in
attacking
that tone of
creature
voice.
gets XX until end of turn, where X is his power. So
Yeah, I need to look at that.
Yep.
I
We,
wasn't
we,
listening.
sorry, we talked over you.
yeah, I know.
Thank you
So-
for just like powering through though.
You're welcome.
That's great.
Seer Fran, the Hedgehammer,
So in
2 green,
green Stompy
For
that would be
2/2.
really good.
legendary creature, human knight. Whenever Seer Fran Hedgehammer attacks, another attacking creature gets +X/+X till end of turn, where X is Seer Fran's power. Slap a Rancor on that motherfucker, call it a day.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think. In a green Stompy, I think it would be amazing.
Yeah, no,
Or-
I think Green Stompy is actually an underrated archetype.
I think it
We
would
should build
almost
it.
be good in
got the
Boggles
cards,
as well.
I could see
No,
that. Well,
no.
well, because it could be a target.
Fatal Push.
Yeah, but it could be a target. The whole thing about
Bugly Boys.
yeah, that's the word.
Slipper Dudes.
The slippery dickery. Is that you don't just want to fuck around with it being a target, and there comes a point where fatigue sets in that I found, because like running Core Spearwalker, they just expect her to have hexproof.
Nope, she doesn't.
Yeah, no, she doesn't. But when you're playing against people who are like, "Oh, it's Sparkly Boys," and not completely familiar with the deck,
I thought you were
they
talking about.
just forget that she doesn't.
I thought you were talking about fatigue
Which-
on your end.
Oh no, which is
It's been a long week, dude.
yeah. Tell me fucking about it, dude. Which is not cheating. It's not exactly above the board.
Hey, no, it's.
If you don't
Didn't-
say it doesn't
Didn't
have it.
we have a whole episode about knowing the board state?
Did we?
We did.
Yeah, we
And it
did.
was called Know the Board State.
Obviously, I don't know the board state of our podcast.
It's mostly in Canada.
They love us there. Great White North.
We're just South
It's
Canada.
it's probably no. We are New Scotland.
What are you talking about?
If this is New England, then we are New Scotland,
Sorry.
and then Vermont is New Welch.
Wales.
New Welchland. It's New Welchland from now on.
Thinking in languages, not actual country names.
Do you have anything else to say about that card that you were talking about? Mono Green Stomp is a great spot for it.
Yeah, I think
I don't
for
think
two,
I don't
for
think
two green,
I don't think a 2 of would be a horrible idea to test out in the Slippery Boys either.
and I think for 2 green, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you just pile Rancors on that, they all go back to your hand if they kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you put them on your Bogleys.
Yep.
And
So if you attack with 2
Ethereal
creatures,
Armor still gets bigger.
then you're attacking with
Only time will tell, gentlemen. Only
you're
time
attacking
will tell.
with XX, and the other one has +X+X.
couple
Triple
Rancors.
X.
Triple X.
I like that vitamin water. Anywho, my last card is
Pretty shitty
Wishclaw
movie.
Talisman.
Tale as old as time.
Yes, Wishclaw Talisman is
Song as old as rhyme.
that song is 1 in a black for an artifact, and it enters the battlefield with 3 wish counters on it. 1 in tap, remove a wish counter from Wishclaw Talisman. Search your library for a card, put that into your hand, then shuffle your library. An opponent gains control of Wishclaw Talisman. Activate this ability only during your turn.
I'm not as sold as you are.
And neither am I.
Yeah.
I think it's giving too much power and too much because, like, okay, let's say you're playing that against.
I mean, you get 2
Betty
wishes,
Tokens.
but he gets 1.
But
Urkel's Recall. Return all artifacts to their owner's hands.
But let's say you're playing that
Dromoka's
against
Command.
Yeah,
Destroy
but when you
target
give
artifact.
control, then he puts it in his deck.
Yeah, except for you activate it and then blow it up. You
If
activate it, return it to hand. You activate it. There's so much artifact manipulation.
No, I mean, I understand what you're coming from, but I also kind of feel like you're living in magical Christmas land.
Yeah,
I'd have to
but-
kind of agree with Heath on this one.
But what if you needed?
Oh, shit.
I know.
First time for everything.
I think it's giving too much power to the other player,
Not if they never get to use it.
but they could be running like if you go to blow it
So-
up.
so
or
you're
to
gonna-
return
you're
it
gonna
again,
run-
they could
you're gonna
counter that
run-
and then get it.
8, 10, 16 cards to manipulate this one card that you might not ever draw.
If it gets me, or the other thought is, okay, so I've got a 3-card combo.
Okay?
I need my 3rd card and I can go off.
I mean, yeah.
Wishclaw sits on the
but
battlefield.
that's a magical fucking Christmas
No, it
land
isn't. No, it isn't. How many? Okay, Neobrand. If I need 1 card out of my deck to get that whole thing going, and I can get it to my hand, there's no turn in which you can use Wishclaw Talisman.
All right, yeah, okay. Say you're playing the old version of Phoenix,
Mhm.
and you need 1 more instant or sorcery to make TT flip.
Yep.
TT flips. I get the Wish Brand. I pull a land. Oh, Wish Brand.
No. This is to be used as a final piece to close out the game.
How many would you play in a deck?
2 tops.
In the
Also-
right build. I mean, wishes are
Well, think about all the combo
wishes
decks.
are banned.
Yeah, this is essentially a full-on tutor that if you can get the right card off of it and close out the game, I'd put it on the battlefield and just let it sit there. And then when I'm like, okay, well, I have piece 1 and piece 2, I need my third piece, just let it sit there for the 3
What was
turns.
it was a 4-drop, 3-drop.
2-drop. 1 in the
Seriously?
black. Yeah. And then for 1, tap and remove a wish counter. So if your deck can combo off,
All right, you're starting to sell me.
because it's not so much I'm ignoring the fact that the opponent gets it, because the time you're going to tap it and use it, you're going to go off that turn and that's going to be the end of it. Let's say you're Storm, and I have no clue why you're playing black, and you need a
For that card.
yeah, and you're playing and you need Gifts Ungiven to close out the game, or you need you're ready to like completely storm off. Your storm counts up, but you haven't found your Grape Shot yet. With your floating mana, tap, search for it. Your opponent gains control, and then you Grape Shot him. And
How you gonna have floating mana in black?
No. It's a colorless to tap.
Oh,
To tap it and look for it. So if you've got a colorless kicking around and you need Grape Shot, you're running 2 Grape Shot in your deck because it's Storm, because you go through your deck so quick, and that's the one card you need. Then you fire it off because you get the black from Anamorphose. There are ways to make it so that way your opponent never gets to use it, and if they get to use it, then you have played improperly.
Speaking of Gruul hybrid mana, I can't believe that. Oh, the one that replaces its mana. The red
creature?
red green 2/2
Burning
hybrid
Tree Emissary.
Burning Tree. God, I love that card.
Yeah, we need to break that somehow. I really want to
So
Greater minds than ours have tried.
I really want to have Forest and Simian Spirit Guide, and then 2 or 3.
and
Because it'll,
Bloodbraid Elf and Tarmogoyf.
or maybe we just need to build Jund, but just Gruul.
Yeah, just Gruul Jund. Like
I don't think we need Bob so much anymore.
Like Stompy, but
Stompy
Gruul.
Burn.
Yeah. We should start
Okay.
working on
And
that.
also,
So-
I want to build
alright.
Aristocrats with you at
so
some
my
point.
my thoughts on that card
Yes,
is,
I
is the same
I care.
is the same as his thoughts on my 10 black.
Yeah.
I think that it's not an awful card,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's a great card.
Again, I think it's only supposed to be there in combo decks
I
ad
just think
nauseum.
I just think it's so situational as well.
I do and I don't, because ad nauseum can win in a turn.
Yeah.
And if the one card you need to win, you've gone through half your deck and all 4 of your ad nauseums are on the bottom half, and you need that one card to go off, then yeah, your opponent gets control of it for the rest of your turn, but they never get another turn.
Yeah, I think it does have its uses. Almost any card has its uses, but I just don't think it's a great card. I think it's a situational card, just like the 10 black that I chose.
Well, I can see.
I think they're both situational cards. I think that they're both very powerful sideboard cards.
Yes.
I don't think that they are build-arounds.
I think maybe of his a one of in a deck,
And
then another in a
to make a
sideboard.
light segue into what the fuck I'm about to talk about,
Let's just.
I don't
let's
think
hold on.
anything in this deck or in this set are build-around cards.
Really?
Continue
I
your-
kind of agree.
continue your
I didn't
conversation.
really see anything that really stuck out.
I
super
want
well
to
to
have
me.
another pass before I say that.
I think that the blue-red Planeswalker, the Faithless Lootings,
Well, I think that's what the buy a box promo.
is that card's
Yeah.
kind of mint.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing I was really impressed by looking through all of this. Does anyone have anything else to say before I start? Welcome to Uncle Heathcliff's Conspiracy Corner. And this is not quite so much a conspiracy as it is just a outright grievance. Why the fuck are there white fairies? Why are there blue-green fairies? I mean, yeah, we get a couple black fairies, you know. The black mythic is a black fairy.
Can't be racist.
It's... It's a black color costing fairy. You have you fucking know? Jesus. But it's still not that great. And yeah, the blue fairies are doing good things. What is this split, like the spell creature split thing called?
Adventure!
Yeah, the adventure fairies are good, like Fae of Wishes. Awesome card. But what the fuck is with, you know, all these white fairies and this blue-green fairy being... No. They are trying to take Lorwyn and make it more user-friendly, less user-friendly. Maybe it's better for draft. I don't fucking know. But it's not... I am unhappy with all of it. The merfolk are subpar. And this is the first time we've gotten good merfolk that weren't color shifted for a year, or reprints, and it's just they're trying to bring this new age in and leave us modern players with shambles. Or maybe they're just trying to sell more fetch lands. I don't know, in the secondary market. Maybe the next set will have fetch lands. I don't know, but it's not working for me. They need to understand their market base, like their hardcore market base, people who go out and spend a couple $100 a month on goddamn Magic cards. But they're printing this bullshit. I am not going to splash white in my Una Queen of the Fae. I can't even splash white in an Una EDH deck, and they're introducing these white fairies and these blue-green fairies. Come on, guys. There's a color system set up that needs to be abided by to some extent. Like, I understand a dragon can be any color, but they're usually red. It seems...
Commander.
Yeah, no, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. You've got an Una Queen of the Fairies EDH deck, right?
Sure.
And so they print a mana dork that you can't play. They print the white one we were talking about earlier that you can't play. It seems quasi-intuitive.
I just think they're tailoring to Commander more with that, trying to splash other colors to make a... Like, it's not necessarily...
Maybe it was just my
for
play
Modern.
group when I played EDH a bunch, but a lot of those decks were tribal.
Yeah. I think...
And so they're printing cards in your tribe that you cannot play.
See, I think my opinion on it is they're trying to make it so that... The way I see it is they're trying to make it so that the EDH decks are splashing every color.
And maybe that goes back to playing more land cards. And buying up land cards, because honestly, I'm pretty impressed with some of the land cards in this set. But I don't think that... I understand printing a card or two, like Craterhoof Behemoth is the best example. I know it's played in Green Stompy, but beyond that, it's a fucking EDH card.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's great. Print that card. Print, the gods or whatever in Theros block. Print Anafens of the Foremost. Those aren't modern cards. Those aren't even standard cards. I mean, occasionally one or two will sneak in, but they're not. They're intended for Commander, EDH, whatever the fuck you want to call it. As far as I can tell, they're the same goddamn thing. But when you're printing a tribe that has such a massive following, like they did in Ixalan, and I know that there's flavor probably is the excuse for what they're doing, but you need to keep it in a realm that is reasonable. They printed one blue-green fairy card. There are no green fairy cards. There are blue fairy cards. There's white fairy cards. That can't even be for draft. There's no excuse. They're just trying to fill a hole somewhere and just cram it in. And it's not flavor worthy and it's not playable in any deck.
I think they're trying to make it that way.
Yeah.
I do think they're trying to force it to be playable, but I do agree with you. I don't see the point in it, but I just think that they are trying to fill space. And they're like, well, people like these tribes, so we're going to start printing cards in other colors of this tribe so that maybe people will start splashing
It's just counteractive to flavor.
Yeah.
I mean the fairies were blue-black, always have been for the past 15 years. Fairies were blue-black. And now they want to make them white and green, and next set they're going to be red. I don't get it. All right, so my 3 picks.
You've got 3 picks? I want to be here for this.
Come on.
Oh, woohoo! You got some cards. I want to hear about them.
See, I was at least here for half of the rant. You couldn't even stand a second of
Texted
it.
me and told me to tell the people my 3 picks.
Yep.
Number 1 is Animating Fairy. 2 and a blue. For 2 and a blue, it can be a sorcery. Target non-creature artifact you control becomes a 0/0 artifact creature. Put 4+1/+1 counters on it.
Which is great for the format because they're like, oh, hey, food tokens.
Yep.
That food token is now a 4/4.
And then if you play it as a creature, it is a 2/2 with flying.
And after you do the spell, you exile, if I remember reading them correctly, after you do the spell or instant, whatever it is, you exile it, but you can play that
Yep.
afterwards.
The creature,
Only as the creature, though.
the creature goes on an adventure. You can't cast the creature and then go on an adventure. You can only go on the adventure first and then cast the creature.
I'm going on an adventure.
Tally-ho.
All right, number 2. Hypnotic Sprite.
I hope it hits and makes you discard a card. The opponent.
Blue.
Did not expect.
For a 2/1 flyer. Fairy. Creature. If you want to go on an adventure,
I like adventures.
it's
Adventure time.
2 and a blue.
Friends. Gone to a mystic land. Jake the dog and Finn the human.
Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I put it in a pancake.
Oh, I love John DiMaggio.
All right, so 2 and a blue. Counter target spell with a converted mana cost 3 or less.
I like that.
It's good because it's
Yeah, I do like that
uncommon.
too.
And then I would like to mention all of the quasi-man lands as my 3rd pick because I am a lands dude.
Did?
So
Dead. Milk
I'm going to totally mispronounce all of these.
Making bacon pancakes?
Castle
Take some bacon and I'll put it
Ardenvale.
in a pancake.
Shut the fuck up. Castle Ardenvale. Land. Castle Ardenvale.
Pancakes.
All right. One more time. I'm coming over Corey.
I can walk away. I'm done. I'm going home
But honey, you are home.
to steal one of your lines.
Hey, you're normally the one that does this to us. We have our chance. We're taking it.
I like the castles.
What do the castles do? I want to know what the castles do.
Fuck.
I want to know. Ignore this dude.
Castle.
I'll just take my leave now.
Well, now there's just you and I. What do the castles do?
Castle Ardenvale.
Mhm.
Enters the battlefield tapped unless you control planes. Tap, add 1 white. 2 white, white, tap, create a 1/1 white human creature token.
I'm okay with that.
Castle Vantris.
I-
Enters tapped unless you control an island. Tap, 1 blue.
I like this one.
2 blue, blue, scry 2.
I like that one.
Now, see, I think Castle Lochtwain
Lochthwain, I think.
got nerfed a bit. No, unnerfed. Yeah. Enters
Blah, blah, blah,
battlefield
blah, blah,
with tapped,
blah,
add
blah, blah,
black.
blah.
Yeah.
What is it? What is the real thing?
1 black, black, tap, draw a card. Then you lose life equal to the number of cards in your hand. I really like that one. That one I think is gonna be kind of broken.
I want to force you to draw cards if you have that in play.
Go away. Go sit by Aaron. Go. Just go.
I want to know what the castles do, though.
Castle Embrith. Guess
Taps,
which color
blah, blah,
that
blah.
one is.
Red. Red, I think.
It does the same first 2 abilities that the other 3 did. 1 red, tap. Creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn.
So we've already done white, blue, black, red. What color's the last one going to be? Surprise me. Surprise me.
Castle Grambrag.
Grambrag.
Granbrig.
Grubrig.
Grunberg.
Roast your food.
The things. 2 green. Add 6 green. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells or activate ability of creatures. Ooh.
So 4 to add 6.
4 to add 6.
So you're netting yourself 2.
Mm-hmm.
Change red to green.
What's a good 6-drop in green?
Well, I mean, if
Prime
you
time
in prime time is good,
and prime time.
and if you had another 2, you could drop a Stompy
Mm-hmm.
or just elves.
Elves.
Just a whole fucking shitload of elves.
A Lana War, and then 3 other elves, including like a Heritage Druid you're not using, to net 6,
and then
empty your hand. Oh, I think that might go into elves.
I think it might I think that's probably because that's the gold cycle of lands.
The rare.
Yes, the rare, Corey.
Well, they're single color. They're not gold.
I meant the little symbol.
Hey, at least they're not orange cycle.
The rare. But also the uncommons or the commons are not bad either.
I don't know. I'm excited to see all the lands.
I mean, they're all. I guess they're going to be called the sanctuary lands.
Also, notice you can search for them because they're land, and then the type. So if it's the white one, it's land plains.
Yeah, well, all of the uncommon or the common ones are land plains, but
Yep.
it's add a white, idyllic Grange enters the battlefield tapped unless you control three or more other planes. When idyllic Grange enters the battlefield untapped, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. I'm a lands guy.
Yeah.
And I think both of the cycles of non-basics are amazing in this set.
So, Aaron, I hate to say it, but you need to get your buns back over here.
No, I thought he died.
Remember this? We had this coffee table in our apartment. We lived together.
Yeah, no, I remember this coffee table.
I'm gonna get comfy here.
Okay. It's time to do Flavor of the Week.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Do you want me to go first? Because I already have it pulled up and I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'll look away.
Okay. Oh, I hope this has flavor text. Oh, it does. Okay. You think you know everything there is to know about battle. You know orc droppings? Underwater combat is three-dimensional. Those thrice-damned Voldarians don't attack in ranks. They attack in schools. Evara Fjornsdottir.
I'm gonna say it's blue,
I'm gonna say it's red.
and I'm gonna say the name of the card is the Ivara daughter.
Well, no, I'm gonna try and guess the set because that's how the rules work.
I see. I'm shit at that. So
I'm gonna go early. I feel like.
Yeah, because none of those names actually showed up ever again. How early do you want to go?
I'm gonna go with the dark.
Close. So Aaron was right with blue.
Okay.
Fallen Empires was the set. It was... Oh, I can never pronounce this. Vodalian Soldiers.
More useless fucking merfolk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay, Aaron, you ready?
if this stops being frozen,
Alright, I'll go then.
sure.
Okay, we'll let it go
Nope.
then.
Nature abhors a zombie.
That's it for flavor text?
That's it.
Well, it's black.
No, it's green. Nature abhors a zombie.
Maybe it's black green.
No, it's black.
No.
It's from Innistrad. And the card is Spider Spawning, which is a green card from Dark Ascension, I think.
Well, Corey, you were right if you went with the first thing you said instead of the second thing you said. And
What?
then the first thing you said instead of the second thing you said. Grave Bramble. Green from Innistrad.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Let me look at you, Heathcliff.
There is no true equity of power. There is only more and less.
That's a white card.
Yeah, no, read it again.
There is no true equity of power. There is only more and less.
And it's from Odyssey.
White card from Odyssey.
It's got the weird little like globy thing and then some things underneath.
No.
And...
In the words of the Virgin Mary, come again.
There is no true equity of power. There is only more and less.
That's a black card, dude. That's absolutely a black card. That's a black card from... What's the one with the poison?
Which time? You thinking New Phyrexia?
Yeah, that block.
So there's Scars of Mirrodin, Mirrodin Besieged, and New Phyrexia.
I'm going to go with Mirrodin Besieged. It's a black card from Mirrodin Besieged.
It's a white card from Odyssey.
It is a white card with black and red in the costs.
Oh.
Like, it is one white, but in the text it has black and red.
So it's Mardu.
And it's from Apocalypse.
Oh no, it was a white card.
What's the name of
It's
the
a
card?
white-
You got to tell the people what the name of the card
Dega
was.
Disciple.
I was close. I was like...
You were closer than I was.
Within a few years.
All right.
I got the white
One
card.
more round,
Okay.
it's your turn.
Okay. Can I say okay a few more times?
Okay.
Nope, that doesn't have flavor text.
That happens sometimes.
She'd have a fearsome reputation if she left any survivors.
That is a black card from any set ever published.
It is a black card, and I think it is a Liliana.
But yeah, it's obviously. Oh no! It's the flip lily.
Yeah, I don't think it's the like a base
It's the
planeswalker
flippy.
Lily.
It's the flip lily.
It's Croson Avenger,
Oh.
a green card from Odyssey.
Fuck off! Give me this.
Odyssey's where is it? Where's? Odyssey is where it is at Monfrere.
All right.
Monfrere.
His outer claim belies his inner fury.
It's a red card. And it's from Onslaught.
I think it is a green card. And it has, since I'm terrible with sets, I think it has something to do with Garrick.
You guys can get fucked. It's a white card from Legions.
Oh, God. Okay.
Legion's Onslaught, same
All
thing.
right,
Same
his
thing.
name is Stoic Champion.
Okay. Last one.
Too much friction on your bearings.
It's a red card.
Your countersinking is inconsistent, and there are lines in your casting. Dispose of it and begin again. Dovin Bond.
No, it's an artifact from
Kaladesh.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking.
And it's it's the Pain Train. No, it isn't. It is. Or is it an artifact from Kaladesh, or is it
I think it's an artifact from Kaladesh. It's from the Kaladesh block.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's from Kaladesh or the
Can
second.
we get that back in our ears,
Go fuck yourself.
please?
Okay. Too much friction on your bearings. Your countersinking is inconsistent, and there are lines in your casting. Dispose of it and begin again. Dovin Bond.
Oh, it's the red-black. It's essentially like destroy a vehicle or destroy an artifact. It is. I know the name of the card. I can see it in my head. That didn't help. No, don't do it again either. Ow! Now I've lost the image.
Red black Kaladesh block.
Kaladesh. White. Fragmentize.
Yeah, there were like 3 of them that dealt with vehicles. And
That's close as we got.
hey, we got Kaladesh.
Yeah. Well, because it said Dovin Bond.
Give me
Thank you all for tuning in.
We are Team Garbage Fire. Please like,
And-
rate, subscribe. Tell us your friends. Make flyers and hang them up around your neighborhood.
And I don't know, pet your dog and tell them that you love them, because that's what I'm going to do later.
You've been
tonight.
listening
love
to too
you.
much fucking Welcome to Night Vale.
No, actually, I haven't.
Also, graffiti is never out of the question.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
Just either that or find your local dumpster and set it on fire. We are Team Garbage Fire. Good night.